This is Into the Storm, where winning starts within. The Mental Performance Podcast for athletes, coaches, competitors, and leaders. No hype, no noise, just the mindset that keeps you grounded when it matters most. Let's step into the beam. Have you ever noticed the hardest workout usually happens before you ever leave the house? Not physically, but mentally. Your alarm goes off. Your mind immediately starts negotiating. You trained hard yesterday. You'll make it up tomorrow. You deserve another hour. One day won't matter. None of those thoughts are unusual. Every athlete has them. The difference is elite performers don't let those thoughts become a committee meeting. They decide, then they act. Most people think discipline means having incredible willpower. But I don't think that's true. I think discipline is simply the refusal to renegotiate a decision you've already made. Think about, say, brushing your teeth. You probably don't wake up every morning and ask yourself, do I really feel like brushing today? No, the decision's already been made. You simply follow through. Now compare that to training, nutrition, recovery, sleep, mental preparation. For too many athletes, everything becomes a daily debate. Every practice, every workout, every assignment, every recovery session, every difficult conversation, everything gets negotiated. And here's what most people, I think, miss. The damage isn't the missed workout. The damage is what that negotiation is teaching your brain. Every time you break a promise to yourself, your brain keeps the receipt. Not because it's trying to punish you, because it's trying to predict your future behavior. Then, game day arrives. You tell yourself, man, I've got this. Your brain quietly remembers, really? Yesterday, you couldn't even keep the promise you made to yourself. Confidence doesn't disappear overnight. It erodes one negotiation at a time. Now, let me be clear. This isn't about perfection. Life happens. People get sick. Schedules change. Families come first. That's not negotiation, that's reality. Negotiation is when you lower your standards simply because being uncomfortable feels, well, uncomfortable. Those are two very different things. Here's something I've learned from helping coach athletes. The best competitors don't make better decisions because they're more motivated. They make fewer decisions. Their standards have already decided things for them. Should I stay after practice? Standard. Should I finish the workout? Standard. Should I encourage my teammates? Standard. Should I recover the right way? Standard. You see, they've removed the debate. And when you remove the debate, you remove the mental fatigue that comes with constantly deciding who you're going to be. Parents, listen carefully. Your athlete is always watching how you negotiate with yourself too. If you constantly say, I'll start Monday, I'll exercise next week, I'm too tired, they're learning that standards are optional. Instead, model consistency, not perfection. It's not what I'm saying, but let them see what it looks like to keep promises you've made to yourself. Coaches, culture isn't built by what you demand. It's built by what you consistently reinforce. If effort is optional during practice, it'll become optional during competition. Your standards create permission. Make sure they're giving athletes permission to become the people they want to be. And leaders, this lesson doesn't stay in sports. Leadership is built the exact same way. Every difficult conversation you avoid, every commitment you delay, every standard you quietly lower becomes part of your identity. Eventually, people stop trusting your words because your actions negotiated them away. The strongest leaders I know don't have extraordinary motivation. They have extraordinary consistency. So research on habit formation and self-regulation suggests that repeatedly following through on intended behaviors strengthens both autonomy and self-efficacy. In simple terms, every time you do what you said you were going to do, you strengthen your belief that you'll do it again. Discipline isn't just building habits, it's building trust. So trust yourself. And here's today's coach's clipboard drill. Write down one standard you've been negotiating. Maybe it's getting enough sleep. Maybe it's putting your phone away before bed. Maybe it's staying after practice for maybe 10 extra minutes. Now ask yourself this question: why am I renegotiating something I already know is important? Then make one commitment, decide it once, and stop reopening the discussion. So here's today's direction. The strongest competitors don't win because they make perfect decisions. They win because they stop negotiating with the standards that matter most. Every promise you keep to yourself becomes another reason to trust yourself under pressure. So today, make that one decision and then live it. Not because you feel motivated, because that's who you're becoming. And if today's episode gave you direction, share it with a teammate, a coach, a parent, a leader, or someone who keeps making deals with the version of themselves they're going to try to outgrow. And if you'd like practical mental performance coaching delivered every week to your inbox, join the free Lighthouse letter at CoachRonNPM.com. Until next time, stand a little taller, breathe a little slower. Remember, trust your lighthouse. And after all, winning starts within. This is Coach Ron. No matter how rough the waters get, the beam is still on, and now you know how to find it. I'll meet you back here next time, into the storm, where winning starts within. If you like the show, be sure to leave us a rating, review, and comment.